Ooh. Hello and welcome to a new live stream here from the Car Truck Studio in Essen, Germany.
Welcome, guys.
I am back from the USA. Thanks for having me there. I had a great time. And after getting over my jet lag, more or less, we are here now, one day late. I hope you will tune in and have fun with us.
Yeah.
What's our topic today?
Our topic today, we have different things going on. You tell us a little bit about your conventions, right?
Yep.
About the SAM convention where I've been and the Magifest, and we have some other little trick of the weeks. Tricks of the week, like
let's
this
put
this way around. Tricks of the week.
Yes.
Guys. So SAM convention, Christian. Let me just. No. Okay.
See, yes, no. You know what comes first.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you have to put this one.
I forgot about it.
And
Sorry,
here we go.
guys. All right, SAM convention, Christian.
Good to see you again. So actually 2 years ago, just before the whole, can I say, shit hit the fan?
Yeah, fits perfect.
Yeah, I was able to go to the USA in January for Magifest and the SAM convention as well. It was both at the same locations like now. However, the SAM was right after Magifest, and I wanted to be there with Roger, my friend from America, who lives in England now. Unfortunately, my team at that time, my ex-wife and her sister, tried to crash my... No, I don't want to say anything. All good. We are divorced now. I had to find a solution because they did not show up after their holidays, and so I only went to Magifest, went back, and I missed the SAM convention in Las Vegas. But this year I was able to go there, and yeah, I arrived there. It was my first ever convention for 2 years outside of England, outside of Europe. Right? Because our
Felt good, right?
Strange.
Yeah.
It was really strange, and Roger and I were super rusty the first day. when we had to demonstrate all the stuff, I selected, okay, you will go for that one that is old for you, that you already did, but the new tricks, because he was always out of the convention loop. He had no idea what is going on there with the new ones. So yeah, I took over the new releases. He showed all the old tricks, and after 2 days, it was like, woof, all back to normal, and it felt great. It was just awesome. Yeah. So, SAM convention it was done in Las Vegas. Attendance was less than 400 people. They said that several old guys did not show up because of the problems with the sea prices, and therefore, astoundingly, they should have had more people, generation 20 plus, that never have been to a convention before. Interesting. What is cool? I haven't seen them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other issue. They even nowadays the attendance number doesn't tell you anything. Anything anymore. Because it really depends on the organization, on the layout of the venue, of the time, how they do the events, lectures, shows, whatsoever. Because if they are doing it like there, where the dealer room is far away from anything else, that was in a totally other sector of the casino, the dealer room was most of the time empty. We had the first rush the first day. The second day was just very, very slow. I have to say it's not that nice, especially when there's a lot going on. They wanted to do also shows outside of the casino, going to Copperfield Theater.
Yeah.
They wanted to do the Penn and Teller show that was unfortunately cancelled. So a lot of changes happened. Nowadays, if you're doing an event in this time of the sea problem, I am not allowed to say the whole word here, but I think you know what we are talking about. then you better have a plan B and a plan C, maybe up to a plan Z.
Yeah.
So just to be aware what to do. And so some of the things really were improvised in the last minute. They did I think they did a good job. I have seen 0. I was just in the dealer room. So all my locations in Las Vegas were my hotel room. I went to bed around 9 because the jet lag just killed me.
Yeah.
Then I woke up again at 6 in the morning. I worked on my computer to pick up some stuff. Then we started stood about 1 hour in the queue of Starbucks
Great.
because they
Great.
removed the coffee machine from our room, so that they are making some more money of the guests. However, the Starbucks, they had 2 Starbucks, in a small satellite near our the guest sector, and you would have to go almost all the way to Fremont Street, where there was a slightly bigger Starbucks, and you can imagine that both of them, because there were no more coffee machines, had a long
pretty
queue.
full, right?
Yeah, so about an hour to wait for a cup of coffee is terrible. This is not how you want to start the day. Anyhow, without coffee, there is no convention. This Roger and I need at least, we are coffee junkies, I think. So he actually, also for Blackpool, has his own coffee machine that he brings.
He does? Okay.
And it was forbidden.
Oh.
They asked him to remove this machine. And it's not just a machine where you turn it on and you draw energy all the time. It's a professional one that grinds coffee, boils it, and then shuts off, because it's really just a brewing moment. Even that machine, not allowed. So I'm saying that I was telling him that we should get this pump thing, this big one with 3 liters, that we can survive a whole Blackpool day. Yeah, we need coffee. We are junkies. Anyhow. Yeah, and then we started from 10 to, well, it wasn't that long. They usually did a break in between for an hour or so that we can have a bite to eat if we had the time. And then going back, and after that, we just went for dinner with Mark Mason or other good friends to catch up with news, because we haven't seen us for almost 2 years, right?
Updates, right?
And then at 9 o'clock back to bed. It's really that.
You're getting
terrible.
old.
No, we have to stay young. That's the only problem. It's almost the same. Otherwise, oh my god, 9-hour difference.
Jet lag is bad.
Yes, it is.
It's bad as hell.
Do you also have the problem that it depends on if you go east?
I have almost no problem when we go there.
When you go there?
When we come back, it kills me. I'm totally out. I need 2 weeks to get back to normal. That's all.
And I can tell you, I have no idea anymore, because it's too long ago that I experienced jet lag. We started with 9-hour difference for me. Yeah. Then we went over to Magifest, to the second convention that is 3 hours closer to our time zone.
So 6 hours.
So it was 6 hours, and then going back. Hard to say, because when I arrived, as you know, I could not do the live stream yesterday. I was just very tired. Sure. And then I slept until noon, more or less, today. So maybe, you're right on this way over.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Absolutely. So the SAM convention was really cool. If you have not noticed it yet, we did last week. You did it for me. Thank you for jumping in and doing it. If you have seen me doing the walk around in the dealer room, it was a little bit choppy because of the internet connection. I also uploaded another video that I filmed earlier, I think, that is high resolution, and maybe I only uploaded it on our German channel, that is Car Shark Germany. I might upload it here one more time so that you can also see it. Very good quality. Everything is perfect, and it's worth watching. So we did it there. I totally forgot to do the same at the Magifest. I was just too busy. I mean, with 5 days dealer time in Las Vegas, it was just stretched out everything. We didn't have so many people there. So,
you will be forgiven.
I would say that I've never seen all the attendees. That's a shame when you have the feeling that maybe there are. almost 400 people and you have not seen half of them at least. Happened to me once in, oh, was it Atlanta? No, it was another convention. I think it was the TAOM. I think it was the TAOM convention, very badly organized.
Okay.
We had it was always the dealer room open when there was lectures and then closed. There were people out there that came half an hour before closing of the whole convention who said, we have the first time ever to be able to go to the dealer room. That's when they came. So we have already seen so many different variations of conventions. Yeah, what is sad, even if you have the same team or other locations, etc., the number of attendees doesn't tell you anything. Same now for Blackpool, for instance, the one that is coming up in February, where most of us all look forward to. I have heard several people who already cancelled. Whole German group that always goes there every year, they all cancelled. Don't ask me why. It's great to see you there, Tom, that you would be there. You will see not only me and Philo, but also Mark will be there and Roger as well. So come over to our booth, say hello, and we will have a good time, definitely. Yeah, so right now they announced about 135 dealers. However, I heard already from several foreigners, the US guys, for instance, that they are really considering strongly not to go because of all the quarantine stuff, going back and forth, etc. I was not so hard into it. I have to say that, for instance, going into America, I had to do a test. I was thinking I have to do a PCR test.
It wasn't necessary, right?
I paid 95 euros just to find out that it's not necessary. But thank you for the money that you already paid.
Yeah.
So they did the PCR test at the airport, right? Plus parking.
Oh,
they still
cheap.
Yeah. And then an antigen test was all I needed to go into America. It was, I knock on wood, that was nice. And going back, all I needed was a German website where I would have to sign up for being vaccinated and all this. Being there, I immediately tested myself afterwards so that I don't have to go into quarantine and all this. I hope I understood everything right. If not, then I could run into big problems being here right now with you. But I'm negative, so all good. Anyhow, this is the status right now. What do we know? What happens in 3 weeks? I think it will be even better. We will find out. But it feels great being back on track, going to conventions and seeing a lot of people that we haven't seen for 2 years. Unfortunately, my favorite convention every year is the 4F convention. 4F it means Fechters Finger Flicking Frolic. It's an invitation-only convention with only the greatest guys in close-up, done by initially Eddie Fechter, then by Obi O'Brien, who sadly passed away last year. And now it's taken over by 2 other guys from Canada, and they already canceled the one this year. Okay. And I don't know why. It's really sad that they are doing it, but I think they really want to be so sure that the other sea crisis is over, and then we are ready to go. I guess I will see them at the FISM in Quebec, and I hope that we can talk and get a realistic opinion so that this will start next year again. It's so terrible if you cannot see your friends.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, so that so far was the SAM. It was cold. When I was able to go outside, it was terrible going into a shop. You would not recognize anything anymore. I was in a Walgreens, empty shelves. Can you imagine that? No, empty shelves.
No, not really, yeah.
It's so weird. Maybe they don't have the staff, or the products don't come and are delayed. I really don't know, but it looked terrible.
Crazy time, right?
Really a crazy time. The occupancy in the hotel, even over the weekend, it felt more or less normal. The restaurants were full. However, they said that their occupancy was down to 8 to 25%. Usually, we were in the Golden Nugget. Usually, it would be around 80%. And outside of the weekend, on the next Monday afterwards, it was like an empty casino. It was really like a zombie thing whatsoever, where you go completely alone through a casino, nobody there. That felt so weird. So yeah, we left this hotel. Then the next one in Columbus, Ohio, was already different.
Which leads us to the next convention.
Point number 2, exactly. So from the SAM convention, after 5 days, we went over to the next one. That was Magifest. It took me almost a day to travel there, with a long layover and so on and so on. Really strange, but okay. Arrived there, got a cab or an Uber, and we went to the SAM to the convention with Vanishing Ink. That's now again in the downtown of Columbus. Before that, it was on the outbound, and we were able to outsource because the hotel itself was very expensive usually, and we selected a nicer one that was further out. Philo, I saw your comment. Thank you very much. I still have to explain this to my girlfriend. I don't know what you even mean with that. Anyhow.
Me neither.
Yeah, exactly.
Me neither.
Yes. Stupid. So this hotel was super expensive, and for all the guys staying there. So several people were already walking 10 minutes or so outside from the hotel, but this hotel was at least in a place with 10 degrees minus. I'm talking Celsius.
That's too cold.
It was super cold. We had snow.
Too cold.
It was snow. That's Columbus weather at that time. And it was not even, it was strange.
Place.
So even if you would go, I really dared to go across the street into the pizza place just with a t-shirt. It was like, everybody was like, are you crazy? They're just, no, I'm just making warm thoughts. And then when you enter, then it's over.
That's too cold.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's for a short trip. It's healthy.
It's not. Yeah, I know, but it's
right.
I don't like it. I don't like it cold.
Yes. So anyhow, there we did 3 days only. It's a weekend convention, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday. On Sunday they have workshops or so, where they usually have an extra fee where you would attend a workshop like with Juan Tamariz or whatsoever if he's there. And that was the day already when we left. So we flew out on a Sunday. I share my room usually with Roger. I'm not allowed to tell this.
I don't know what you want to tell.
He had to leave. He had to leave very early, at 7 o'clock more or less, right? So his flight was really early because he had to fly first to Las Vegas.
Oh,
from there having another trip going back to London. Okay, so he left the hotel at 7 o'clock, and I woke up around 6 with an urgency of going for a quick break on the toilet, but couldn't because he started the shower.
Okay.
Right. So, and as Roger now having his beard, his mustache, that needs a lot of attention, really a lot of attention. Really like minutes, right? So when I woke up one more time, I did not even look at my watch, but I thought he would still be in the bathroom, and the urgency already got higher, and he was there, and he did not come out. Like forever. Okay. Until I found out it was forever because he already left and let the bathroom lamp on. Oh my goodness. So the bathroom light was on. I was so sure that he would still do his mustache, and he was already flying out.
And then you peed in your bed.
No. I went there in time, but God's sake, that was so terrible. Yeah, so stupid. But it's so much fun having this again, and so being on the convention is just great. Yeah, and it will be your first convention, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It's great joining us. Mark will be with us in Blackpool, so if you want to meet Mark, Philo, me, or Roger, then come over and we will see. You can certainly spend us a beer in the evening. Sure.
I don't drink beer.
Okay, anything, a drink, anything, and we see us there. Yeah, it will be a great time. So. If you have not decided yet to go to Blackpool or not, or if you already cancelled think again, come over, it will be fun. And I think this year might even be more interesting because if there's an occupancy that is a little bit lower, I think it's even nicer than if it's so crowded with 3,000 plus people. So maybe it's the best experience you might have in a long time if you just forget that you have something in front of your mouth. Yeah. Oh, what we had.
Yeah.
We were allowed in America to wear a shield. And Roger, we had 2 different shields. That was really cool. One was that you have kind of a frame, like a glass, but without glasses, and on that was attached a shield. Okay, so it was not like having a band around your head, but you would just sit this one on front, on top of the glass. However, you would have this plexi in front of you, and so with some reflections. You have to get used to it.
Sure.
The other one, Losander had, and I've never seen this before, and that is something like a shield only down here, and it's something that goes around your ears, and then it's the shield here, and it has a distance here on your chin. So it's kind of a plastic thing that you have on here. You have to get used to it. That down here is the limit of the shield, but it's really cool. You can still talk, you can do everything, you can breathe, and so on and so on. However, I did this. I had this one on when I did Rex Ignis. I totally forgot about the shield, and I light the match. I'm lighting the flame 3 times. It was like, what the heck is going on? I tried to do that, even that did not stop it. So
That's
and
good,
I was very close to burning my finger already, right? I was thinking,
good.
So the match, if it's off, it has to go down there. I cannot right now because the flame is here.
That's maybe a new release.
A new release, yes. Stupid.
Good.
Yeah. We will see. Maybe England would be as well. So it's weird, right? In America, they are wearing 2 masks on top of each other. So you would easily see and recognize if there's a Fauci fan or the opposite. If someone is wearing a mask under his nose, or the other one everything around here and 2 masks on each other, then it's one or the other. Anyhow, we were allowed to just use the shield, and it's enough. Yeah. I tested negative all the time, and I'm back, all good. It is what it is. So let's get over this and move on with the next ones. The Magifest again. I haven't seen anything. Oh, I had seen the last show. The last show they did. They did the Fool Us.
Okay, what's that?
So they had all the acts, or a lot of acts in that Fool Penn and Teller. How nice is that?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot because I went to dinner as I was really hungry. But there was this Korean guy who is so funny and so cute. Something like this, who lives now in America. He was there. He was very funny. Then the one with the bookshelf. But he was only streaming, so that was really funny. So that he was really doing a Zoom call. In his back, he had a whole IKEA shelf with all magic books in there. So he goes there and talks about all the magic books that he has there. So then a magic book is selected from an app or whatsoever that only one could be chosen, and he's putting his hand in front of the camera. So to completely cover the shelf there, and when he goes back, the whole shelf is empty and only one book is standing there.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's exactly the one that was chosen.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, and he before that he goes there, takes out books to show them. It was really very good. So I think you would have to look up this effect again at Fool Us. It was worth it. Good to see. Then Garrett Thomas did his ring, his ring thing, where with this ring you can always.
Yeah, it looks so good. Yeah.
I mean that was one of my first tricks I ever did with the trick of what's the Canadian guy? It doesn't matter. And that was with a half ring, right? You know, where you could move the ring from finger to finger, and he was just doing it. And in the meantime, check it out. And he has nothing. I mean, he has nothing. So there's nothing to drop. anything. I have no idea how he does it. Garrett, by the way, is one of the greatest magic thinkers who exist. And his skill level is so out of this world.
So great.
Seeing him live, close up, will let you believe in magic. Right? So the stand-up Monty is only one effect, but when he does this, with the wallet, I have seen him doing it several times. It's so much fun watching him. Great thinker. Yeah. So Garrett was there. I guess that Andy Gladwin did it. He just fooled Penn and Teller with a special stand that Roger built.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that did not survive the whole trip. So it was there, then it was destroyed or whatever.
That's all that was needed.
But exactly. So something like that. That was it with anything about Magifest. I will see them again next year. We had about half the attendances, so less than 500. A lot of fun and looking forward. Oh, they will do the sessions this year still.
Okay.
In May or June. So there's still an opportunity for a great convention in England, London. As soon as we know more, we will let you know. So if you are looking for another one that is not Blackpool, maybe that could be a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, so far so good. Any other questions regarding the conventions? I have seen some cool stuff, the ones that where you can turn them around, etc. That you would see in the
nice
YouTube
illusion.
stream. Yes, right. I have to upload this video here again so that you can see it. Sold out, so I couldn't bring it. The only thing that I brought is the woman effect that I can show you.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's really cool. And other than that. We have something for professionals. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about
There's
this.
Something that was the talk of the convention amongst the professionals. So much that professionals heard about it outside and gave us a call afterwards just to see what it is about.
Right.
We are not allowed, or we don't want to, share this with normal magicians, the ones that are doing this as a hobby or having a regular job and then do magic on the weekends, etc. This is meant only to be seen and performed by professionals.
Yeah, and this is a game changer. Honestly, I don't say that lightly. This changes a lot of things, and this is something that has to go into your show. If you're professional magician or mentalist, especially for mentalists, I think it's a great tool. Just give us a call, and we can give you some information.
We have to consider first that you would fit, and then we are able to do a video call and show you everything. It's definitely worth it. But don't contact us if it's just about I want to know what it is.
You will not find out.
Yes. Maybe you will be lucky enough to peak when we are doing it for professional in Blackpool. Other than that, I would say you would never see or hear about it, hopefully. But we are the ones who are exclusively selling this. It's only available through us, no other dealer.
And it's really worth it. It's so good. It's really so good.
It is really a game changer. Yes. So please reach out if you want to know more as a professional. Okay. Last but not least, let's talk about tricks for everybody. Also customers and so on, full-time professionals. And we have two nice things here. Actually, we would have three, but I wasn't so sure. I never offered this. This deck of cards for non-Germans. Or non-German speaking customers, because I did something very special for the German audience. I mean, you're familiar with the poker deck that has the jacks, the queens, the kings, and in Germany we have other faces, other court cards. They are called Bube, Dame und König. So these are the values, and I wanted to have a deck of cards that would fit more or less the look for all the old guys who never have seen a magician and want to and you want to show them a card trick, and as soon as you take out a jack, it's like, are you showing me, right? And so I designed these cards several years ago. It's in the German website if you're really interested in. Other than that, we will stay with two other effects just for our English speaking audience.
Right.
The
Wanna
first
start?
one. Shall we do?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Let me. No. I'm here. And here, the
Tricks
tricks
of
of
the
the
week,
weeks.
right.
Yes. The ones who saw us 2 weeks ago, we showed we started this new category called Car Truck Recommends. That would also be tricks of the week, etc. Where we are showing you effects that are not from us, but that you are using, that Philo is using as a professional.
That we can really recommend things that are tested in real life for real people. So
that you would not put into the drawer because it's part of your your act, etc. Then you know it's really good, etc. And you can talk about it. Philo can talk about it, and then we are offering it for 1 week to purchase it. We did this now twice. The last time we did this 2 weeks ago, before I flew out, we did it for the Switch 1 and for the Ultimate Deck Holder.
The Ultimate Deck Holder, right.
They are ordered and coming over now to Germany so that we can ship them out to our customers. However, I was notified by Murphy's, where we buy them, that they ran out of Ultimate Deck Holders, so we could only get a partial fulfillment. That means that the other ones who are still waiting, but it will be first come, first serve, so depending on when you order, you will get it immediately. They are reordered right now from Israel, where the producer is, and then we will get the rest of the order. And that made us thinking that we have to make sure in the future that these items that are not stored by us, but coming from Murphy's, for instance, that they would be in stock in a decent quantity, so that we would not have the same problem again, mentioning something, recommending something, offering something, and then not fulfilling in time. So we are not doing it this week that we would recommend something from someone else, but we are doing it with our own products.
Right.
Yeah, and the first one is the one-way trip. I'm showing this here on the camera. It's this one here. It's a nice DVD called The One-Way Trip, and it's playing around with the word of the one-way design of our Phoenix cards. If you don't know yet, the one-way design I implemented immediately in the Phoenix decks when they were released in 2009. And people who don't know, it's even also on the faces. So not only the backs are having the one-way design, but also the faces, and that allows you endless possibilities in Magic Effects if you want to use this feature. It's even more visible and easier to see the faces on the large index cards.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, plus Parlor, I don't even want to say this, but it's huge. So Stephen Joel, he had the idea of producing a complete DVD, just talking about how to learn the one-way design, to scan a whole spread very quickly, and so on, and then implement this into great tricks. That I mean, he fooled me with 2 of them, where even if I knew that this was using the one-way design, but he still fooled me, showing me the tricks. It was really cool.
Good one.
Yeah, really good ones. And you will find this special DVD very helpful. These tricks of the weeks you will find in our online store in the chapter Car Truck Recommends. You will find this one-way trip as well. Usually it sells for €25 and I think $25. And for 1 week and 1 week only, or less than a week, the next Monday.
Yeah.
Yes. We are offering this with a 30% discount. If you are not having, if you don't have a DVD player anymore and want to have this as a digital version, let us know. When you order it, also select digital download or so that you don't have to pay for the shipping. And we then will make it possible that you can see the DVD online in another version. 30% discount. Yeah, so nice. That's already number 1, the one-way trip. It's really cool, several routines on it. I highly recommend it. Last but not least, the second one.
Yeah, second one.
Yes.
Tom Stone's Factory Blanks. It's kind of different. It's not really... I don't want to say it's not a card trick, but it actually is a card trick, but it's something strange. It's something I would say that you have never seen before. You can make a person
select a card,
or she or he sees a card that is obviously not there, you can do strange stuff with this, like pseudo hypnosis or a lot of cool things. Mostly it's done for dual reality effects,
Yes,
right? So what this is, as I said, the factory blanks by Tom Stone, and we can show this on a camera, I think.
Yes, I guess so. You have to go very close, right?
Yeah, I have to go very, very close. So let me try.
Maybe you go for a picture card that has a lot of details.
Yeah, I thought so.
Because when I designed the faces, the number cards were anything from ace to 10 was okay, but I struggled a lot with the picture cards until I found the perfect solution. Patrick Lehnen helped me with this.
Okay, so the cards are blank, actually blank on the back side. But if you turn it over,
they're also blank.
They're also blank until you get closer to your victim. let's call it. This.
Now you see it very well.
Now you see it very well, and
it appears maybe a little bit embossed, but it is.
It's not.
It's not embossed.
No, it's totally flat.
But this view plays so that it really turns completely blank after a short distance. Right. And this is because of our retina, not only of the camera, the resolution, but also the resolution in our eyes. That means the person that is close to you can see what is on the cards. The wording is especially done so that it's perfect dual reality, so that this works for the audience who thinks you're playing around with a blank white deck, and as well with the spectator who thinks that he sees a deck that is missing colors but has everything else. And therefore, magic happens for both the audience and the spectator close by. And that's the cool thing, the whole dual reality and the wording that Tom developed, so that everybody understands something different, even if you say exactly the same words.
Yeah.
And that is the cool thing.
And this has so many possibilities, so you can not just do one trick. It's for so many different things. You can come up with your own ideas, routines, whatever it is.
Yeah. By the way, this deck, when I was designing it at that time, it's more or less the successor for our Daredevil deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when I was designing it, and the court cards were not perfect yet, I was sitting together with Henry Evans, who always wanted to have a deck of cards with huge markings on the backs. And I said, maybe I have something here. And in the evening, when he told it to me, I played around on my computer. And the next morning, I had my laptop with me at breakfast and showed him the result. And he said, well, this is so weird that I already worked on this for 2 or 3 years and you did it in one night. But it was not one night, it was 1 night and 1 year, because I was already playing around with the factory blanks. So it perfectly fits into this. So it's more or less the same in short distance. The factory blanks turn blank, and the Daredevil deck backs also seem not to have markings, and that was because it uses the same method. More you will see in the instructions. I can highly recommend it.
Really good one.
Yes, it's really cool.
Honestly,
and
it's not just for stage. Maybe you can say that you can also use a close-up, so you're not just limited by that. So you can be
and peeking or finding out which card the spectator selected is
really funny.
Bold. It's really bold, and you will have so much fun peeking while the spectator believes this is impossible. So when you do the magic with it,
that's great.
This dual reality, play it. It's so
good. Yeah,
cool. Yes.
It's so strong.
Yes,
nice one.
We also reduced this by 30% for a week. You will see it again in our online store in the area Card Shark recommends. 30% down. Usually it's €35. I guess $35 as well. Now then it's $24.50, I think, with 30% discount. Make the math.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
And therefore, get it now. After that, it gets expensive again.
Your chance.
Yes. It's a good one. I hope you will have a lot of fun with it if you get it. And
you will. I'm very sure you will.
Yes, I have to say, I don't know. Well, that's another story. I won't tell this here. I have too many stories to tell usually.
Next stream.
Yes. Maybe. I already have something next week to present that I would love to have as the next trick of the week. So stay tuned. We will also figure out which.
You have never been that prepared before, right?
It feels like so, right? It feels like so.
good.
Yeah, I hope and I guess that this will be really cool. If you are a full-time magician, get us a shout out, reach out to us. We will help you finding out what we are talking about. For the other ones, sorry.
I'm sorry.
I think sooner or later you will see it on Fool Us or
I'm sure, yeah. I'm
on
pretty
America
sure.
Got Talent or any other show because it is so good
Yeah.
that professionals want to perform it. I can tell you that very soon Piff the Magic Dragon, no, not him, but his dog will use it. That will be so funny.
Good.
Yes, he immediately, when he saw it, was like, okay, take one. And the cool thing is Chris Kenner got also one.
Mm-hmm.
And he said David will soon get one too because
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
he's not willing to sharing this. So
Can't believe it.
Yes, it's just a lot of fun and yeah.
Nice. That's nice.
I would say we are done for this week. Let's wrap it up. We will see us already on next Monday. This time then
6
without
days.
jet lag. Yes, only 6 days left. Thank you for watching. Thanks
As
for
always.
tuning in. And if you have any more questions, comments, you know where to go. This one here still, I think we keep it in tradition that this
up.
that it's still German.
Yeah, it's still German. It's
Come
still
on,
German.
help me! You
It's
promised.
still German.
So subscribe to our channel. It's time that we get to 1,000. We will celebrate the 1,000 there very, very soon, hopefully. And I would say see us next Monday.
Have a great week and till then.
Until then. Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye, guys.